because so many people, as they're scaling, they're growing these businesses, a lot of times feel like they have to be the ones to end up being the guy to do the job. In reality, you aren't meant to be the guy to do the job, or there's going to be someone out there that's even better than you.
So, Garland, let's kick things off before we dive into your story. Why don't you share the hack if you remember the hack that you shared there?
Oh, for sure.
Share the hack that won at the AMZ Innovate Hack Contest.
Sure. So one of the hack that I shared is around the ability of knowing and how to using current groups that are already built. And there's a ton of infrastructure. There's tons of people staying in these groups on Facebook, and all these people that created these groups, they don't really understand the value of them. And so uh, I recently, or my partner, reached out to a group of for our industry. We're in the oral care space, and just reached out to this dental and hygienist group to see if the owner would be willing to sell it. And you'd think that like a group of dentists and dentist hygienists or registered hygienists would be a very valuable group. It'd be there was 20,000 people. It was active every single day, tons of comments, and man, like you'd think that that group would be worth, 10, 20, $30,000. Well, I mean, we threw out 3 grand and they said, hey, we'd love for you to buy our group. So we purchased this group with now 20,000 hygienists and dentists that we can easily tap into, build a relationship with, and now have them as our spokesperson for our products. And so that was our hack. Since then, I've actually had a lot of friends reach out and say that they've bought a bunch of groups in their industry, and I've actually had friends buy million plus people groups for like anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000.
Dude.
So all you do is reach out to the admin of the group. Hi, my name is Garland. I'm interested in buying your group. Would you be interested in selling? And that's all you do. And you just wait, see if they're interested. If they're interested, great. If not, oh, you say, okay, great. How can we find a way to partner? And see what they say.
Simple as that. And
Simple as
then
that.
you've got, I mean, uh, imagine trying to go find, like, go fill, like in Dallas, right? Go fill the American Airlines Center with 20,000 people that are my perfect, like, target audience, right? Or brand advocates for this specific product. Like, to be able to do that for 3 grand, right? Like, that's the power that's within that. So I loved it. Very straightforward. And there's a lot of power behind that. And, Garland, I know that that's been a component of why you guys are just exploding right now on Amazon, so much so that your biggest pain point is like, I can't keep enough stock in stock. Has that been helpful for you?
It's starting to now. We honestly haven't spent too much time with the group because of our stock outages. So it's kind of been on the back burner at the moment, but I'm definitely looking forward to really pushing that in probably Q2, Q3 this year.
Love it. Well, Garland, why don't we? So let's rewind the tapes here. So you're dominating in the Amazon space right now. You're a veteran, I'd call it, right? You've been around the block a time or two on Amazon, and you have aspirations of building 9-figure brands, and that's the vision of where you're going. So why don't you walk people through, like, what has it taken for you to get to where you are today? And maybe what are some of the lessons that you have learned? Because there's been some valuable lessons as I've learned about your story that you could share with other people to make sure that maybe they can try to avoid making the same mistakes that you made along your journey of scaling and striving for that goal of going to 9 figures.
For sure. So I'll start the story back when we first started selling on Amazon. It was part-time in college in 2013. So 12 years ago, which is wild, makes me feel old. And started the Amazon journey then, didn't have any money, and we were just doing retail arbitrage primarily, basically buying things in the store for cheap, selling it for more on Amazon. And it was a lot of fun. It was like we were professional shoppers. We'd go in, scan the barcode, instantly see how many other people are selling it, how much are we buying for, put in the number, and then you instantly see how much profit you're making and what your return on investment would be. And you could also tell how quickly the product would sell, basically. And so it was a lot of fun. Every day you'd be on a treasure hunt and say Ross, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, buying these products and then flipping them on online for a profit. But like I said, we didn't have any money. So as a broke college kid would do, we would pull up a bunch of tabs for credit cards, uh, apply for 10 different credit cards within 30 seconds, get approved, and then end up having with like a stack of 20 plus cards with like zero annual fee, no APR for the first 6 to 18 months, and it would have like $1,000 per card. So we had like 25 grand roughly to start our business between 12 different credit cards. And sure enough, it did work out. After the first 90 days, we broke even, and kind of the rest is history. Within the first year, we broke 1 million in revenue. The next year, we more than doubled. The next year, we more than doubled. The next year, we more than doubled. And along the way, we've definitely had some hurdles. And like Josh said, like what's one of the biggest learning lessons? And I would say the fastest way to grow is to basically fail fast. So that way you know how to fix those things moving forward. So many people, as they're scaling, they're growing these businesses, a lot of times feel like they have to be the ones to end up being the guy to do the job. In reality, you aren't meant to be the guy to do the job, or there's going to be someone out there that's even better than you. So, for example, when we're scaling our retail arbitrage business, I know that I'm not the best shopper in the world. But I know that there are some moms out there who love to shop at Ross, TJ Maxx, and Marshalls every day with a smile on their face, spending other people's money, uh, and love doing it. And so, for example, I have to realize I'm not the best person for this job, but I know how to do it, and I can hand it off to someone who can do it better than me. That's the way you scale. You have to realize that there's people better than you out there that can do the job better than you. And so many people get caught in that. It's almost like a control thing, an ego thing, where they have to be the people or the person. And in reality, that's just not the case. You need to give those keys over to someone else. Have checks and balances in place for them, but letting go is the biggest thing that holds people back so many times, time and time again.
Garland,
Awesome.
as we wrap up this episode, I love to leave the audience with 3 actionable takeaways. So here are the 3 actionable takeaways that I noted, but you let me know if you think I'm missing something here.
All right.
So number one, you as the entrepreneur or as the business owner need to be focusing on ROI in the business. And if you want to scale, let's say you're at that you're at the 7-figure mark, right? You're at $2 million. You want to scale up to 8 figures. If that's the case, what you need to be focused on is doubling down in the current business model that you have that is working. Garland, would you agree with this statement that I don't think that e-commerce entrepreneurs should start diversifying away from their proven sales channel until they're doing about $1 million a month in that channel, or hitting a $8 million a year, or sorry, a $10 million a year run rate in that specific marketplace or model. Agree or disagree on that?
Agree. I think the biggest thing that we like to go after is profit. So, in my opinion, instead of looking at it from a revenue perspective, I like looking at it from a profit perspective. And I think a good number to use is $1 million profit. Ideally, if you're doing 10 million, you're doing well more than $1 million from profit. But my point is, $1 million in profit is a good number before you start diversifying, because
Yep.
right then is when you start having the money to start investing in things that you weren't necessarily investing in before.
Yes, you hit the nail right on the head there. So number one is focus on the ROI. whatever your proven business model is, right? If you got on TikTok Shop and you hit a 7-figure business on TikTok Shop, that's great. Keep doubling down on TikTok Shop till you're bringing in that $1 million per year in profit. Because action item number 2 is this. It's all about the who, not the how, right? And so we asked Garland, right? It's like, well, how did you have success on D2C? How are you having success in retail? Well, we brought in the head of retail. We brought in the head of D2C or marketing, and they're leading it. And the same thing applies to our business. So we finally started to uncrack Shopify for the first time. And again, it took us like a period of really probably like 9 months to really like crack the code. But it wasn't me. It was, I hired somebody really smart that had kind of been there, done that, and has been able to implement a lot of tests and got really creative with our brand to figure out a way to make it work, right? And so I think that is the principle. It is all about the who, not the how. It's not how do I do this as the entrepreneur. Again, you need to look at your time and how you invest your time accordingly. So it's the same ROI principle. And again, when you have that $1 million in profit, it's not for you to go purchase a bunch of real estate or a second home or a fancy car. It's for you to go reinvest and say like, all right, finally crack that code, time to go hit Shopify. Crack that code, time to go hit another one, right? And if you're willing to delay gratification and continue to reinvest in your business, that's where the 9-figure opportunities lie beyond that delayed gratification.
For sure. 100%.
My third and final action item here is being able to prioritize as the CEO or as a co-founder in a business. Like, it all comes down to prioritization. We've talked about that numerous times. You have unlimited options for you to do or things that you could be doing in your business every day. Most entrepreneurs walk through and at the end of every day, they're like, wow, I was so busy today. I worked hard. I worked a 14-hour day. However, if you worked a 14-hour day dealing with Amazon seller support issues, just the barrage of emails in your email inbox, going back and forth with your manufacturer, negotiating prices for a product, right? Or getting products onto clearing customs and getting into FBA warehouses. Those are all, yes, important things, but guess what? They are not levers in your business that will move the needle for future revenue and profits in your business. And that is the principle here is like, as the CEO, you have to be focused on things that will actually, when you pull them, right, these are levers in your business that will unlock future growth. And so that may be finding new product opportunities. It may be finding a new sales channel to get into. And it may be uncovering retail or hiring the right person. Those are the things that you plant a seed now, you'll be harvesting the fruits of that 9, 12, even 18 months from now.
For sure.
Garland,
100%.
anything else that you feel like I missed there?
No, I think you nailed it. That was great.
Awesome. All right. So lightning round here. My 3 final questions I ask every guest. Number 1, what's been the most influential book that you've read and why?
Number 1 book in life is a tough one, but I would say in life, it's probably How to Win Friends and Influence People. Business book, though, is Good to Great.
Both great books. Both great books. Good recommendations. All right. What's your favorite AI tool or ChatGPT prompt that you've been using?
All right. So my favorite prompt on ChatGPT is I love listening. So I love looking at people that I admire. So for example, Alex Hormozy, or if I want an opinion on a book or a marketing basically outline for an idea, basically, I love ChatGPT to give me that outline as if Simon Sinek just made it. So, hey, I want you to give me this outline as if Simon Sinek wrote it. Give me this outline as Russell Brunson wrote it. Give me this outline as Alex Hormozy wrote it. And now you're getting the perspective of the best people in the world as if they were the ones telling you or making this outline.
Love that hack. Love that. Beautiful. Great idea. third and final question. Who is somebody that you admire or respect the most in the e-commerce space that other people should be following, and why?
So there's many that come to mind. I'm gonna go with Logan from Physician's Choice, just because he has really done an exceptional job in a very, very short amount of time. He and his partner Ryan have developed this brand Physician's Choice. When we met them, they were barely doing $1 million a year. Now they are well into the 9-figure mark, and they've done it in the last 6 or 7 years. I think it's absolutely incredible. I would say it might even be less than that. So I really don't know too many operators that have been able to scale that quickly to that type of evaluation. So I must give it to them. Hats off to Physician's Choice, Logan and Ryan. Good job, guys.
Love it. And yes, they are doing some incredible things there. So great recommendation. Garland, if people want to learn more about you, they want to follow Atlas Brands, they want to learn more of your wisdom, those knowledge bombs you've been sharing, where can people follow you and stay in touch?
Well, I think one of the best ways, if anyone wants to get in contact with me, please shoot me an email. My email is Garland, Garland, at atlasbrands.io. Atlas, ATLAS, brands, BRANDS.io. Feel free to reach out anytime. If you really want to get a hold of me, I'm willing to give up my cell phone number. No worries. 901-268-6988. Shoot me a text anytime. Happy to help.
Man, dropping some value here, Garland. So Garland's a great man. Definitely recommend somebody reach out and touch base with him. He knows what he's talking about. So Garland, thanks so much for your time today. It was a pleasure having you on the show.
Josh, thanks for having me. It's been great to be here.
Thank you for listening. Visit ecommbreakthrough.com for more information. If you've enjoyed today's episode, the best way you can show your appreciation is by clicking the subscribe button and quickly leaving a review. See you again next time.